Thanks for joining me on the second road trip edition of Find the Good News. On this road trip, I pointed my compass south and took a ride down to Cameron Parish along the Louisiana coastline to meet with Cameron Parish Port Director Clair Hebert Marceaux. We met at the covered pavilion at the entrance to Rutherford Beach, a place that holds a sacred space inside of Clair's heart. The drive along the Creole Nature Trail All-American Road was refreshing. I got to see a diversity of wildlife and scenery that we just don't get to experience as you get into Calcasieu Parish. As the landscape started changing, I could feel a relevant amount of stress and worry lift off my back. The drive down to Cameron made me feel lighter overall. Claire invited me to meet at one of her special places to visit with her for the podcast. But it was the invitation to share her heart that affected me the most. A heart that's big enough to encompass the whole history and landscape of Cameron Parish. I feel really blessed to have spent the morning with Claire in this lovely environment, and I hope you enjoy this slice of good news from the road.
Wake up, it's morning, you're dreaming up a story I can hear.
I think often rural, isolated areas are overlooked in terms of what they have to offer culturally, or in terms of tourism or ecotourism, or just peace and tranquility and solitude. We have 26 miles of publicly accessible beaches in Cameron Parish. The material on the beaches in Cameron Parish, because we're part of the Chenier Plain, is not the granules of sand that you see in Destin or even Orange Beach or other parts of the coast. It's what's called shell hash. So it's these remnants of shell pieces that fit together. The wave action and the water that comes in from the Gulf of Mexico forces itself into those layers of shell hash, and they move apart and become buoyant. Because we don't have the sediment generator that is the Mississippi River, which is constantly depositing sediment. We don't have that sediment generator on this side of the state. We are so prone to coastal erosion here is because the Gulf of Mexico forces itself into those layers of shell hash, picks them up and pulls them back out. And it's a wonderful place. I certainly hope that I never take being able to be here and live here and work here for granted. It's where I can come and sit and remember that I'm super tiny and the Gulf is really big and the world is really big, and so any problems or struggles that I have are made smaller through that experience of being one with the environment that I'm in. It's an amazing experience to just sit and absorb it. The coastline in Cameron Parish is a temple for me. I really make a point to reflect on my day or my hour and think, did I just try to do something? Was it positive, and was it life-giving, and was it more than what I was doing before? If we keep working together to make the lives of the people who live here better, then how can that be a bad thing?
I'm more thankful every moment that I found.